Hey everybody, what's going on? Nick? How do I pronounce? Is it Crusada? 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 Like you're a crusader? That's cool.
I hate you.
Why would you hate me? I'm trying to pronounce the thing. It's my girlfriend giving me shit. What's up, 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 what's up? So yeah, as you guys know, GhostDog is on vacation. You know what, honestly, let's check in. Let's see if he's vlogging it. I honestly haven't looked. I've been so busy the last few days. But yeah, he's we're just waiting on SuprGaming. I wonder if I actually have SuprGaming. I don't. As a guest. Oh yeah, I got him as guest. He should be able to chat. Let me turn his music on too. Yes, it's a little quiet, but maybe that's. I wonder if that's my setting. I mean, I have your volume normal. Let's see. Oh, why is that down? Oh, I see why. It's working. I don't want to change it. Say something. Well, I don't know. Say something again.
No.
Oh, it's still kind of. It's quiet. I can hear you, but it's quiet. I don't think it's my setting. Do you have your settings at normal?
Look real quick.
It's like super quiet. I wonder if I turn you up.
I'll put volume all the way up. And input volume is up. Input sensitivity is at like anything?
Yeah, I mean like minus 98 or whatever is fine.
That.
Wonder.
What else it could be? From my side.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I mean maybe it's just something I have some setting or something.
Look over here. I wonder if I
You're on the West Coast, right?
East Coast.
You're on the East Coast.
Eastern Standard Time.
Fair
I live in
enough.
Ohio.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering why. Maybe I thought I was getting you mixed up with somebody else I was sending stuff to at the same time.
I
Thought you were in
could.
Oregon.
switch to my phone if I need to.
No, I mean, let's see. Well, I wonder why. I mean, I even have you turned up to 200% on mine.
Yeah, that's what I have mine too.
Interesting. Is mine turned up?
Alright, what about, is anything changed now?
No. I need to get this open, that open.
Right, there's that. Let me see this. You want me to try to switch to my phone real quick, or?
Yeah, if you don't mind, actually give it a shot, cause I don't know if like Craig's gonna be able to pick it up. I'm sorry. Turn down so my ears don't explode.
Alright, can you hear me now?
That is a ton better, yeah, for sure. And I turned you down to like 100%, and it sounds like, I guess, normal.
Yeah, I wonder why it's doing. I wonder why it did that.
I wonder why.
I honestly haven't even been on my computer in like a week.
Yeah.
Like a week and a half.
Yeah.
It could be just mine.
I wonder, like, what microphone do you have?
The blue ice, whatever it is.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, I wonder because if there's like different settings on them, maybe like a setting got moved.
Unless my wife messed with something and I don't see it.
Sounds all right now. So I appreciate you getting your phone out.
Oh, that's fine.
What's up, Dragoon? Put it in the wrong chat. Oh, hello, cat. You trying to get in on this? So how's everybody doing?
I'm tired.
I would assume. How long you been doing the third shift?
Like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm not used to this schedule. It's rough.
So what is it exactly? Was it like 11 p.m. or something like that?
It's 10 to 7 a.m. 10
Okay.
p.m. to 7 a.m.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough.
It's a stupid hour break. I'm like, I don't even want to take a break. I'm like, let me work from 10 to 6 and I'll leave. I'm like, I don't need to eat. I'm like, I don't need to do whatever. And then we take these like 15-minute breaks every 2 hours, or the 2 hours, take a 15-minute break. And I'm like, I don't even want that. I'm like, just let me work. I don't want to know about the time. I just want to get this night shift over.
Right.
It's like they're constantly reminding you the time. I'm like, I don't want to know it. Just let me.
You're making it drag on. Right. No, for sure. I did that a couple times. I did a night shift, third shift, and yeah, I mean, I don't need to know the time. Just let me do my thing until I'm done.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, do you normally sleep longer? Have I interrupted your sleep schedule the last 2 weeks, or?
Well, when you got 2 kids,
I was gonna say you can't sleep too much.
No.
Especially in the morning.
No. That's all I hear is yelling and screaming.
Weekend
Wife
cartoons.
Yelling and screaming at the kids. It's just 2 hours. If I get 2 hours of like uninterrupted sleep, I'm good.
Nice.
But after like a week or 2, it catches up to me, and then I just crash out for like a day.
Have you done this more than once?
What the?
Third shift.
No, this is like my first time actually like working third shift. Like,
Oh, okay.
like sometimes I would do it like a couple days here and there, so it wasn't that bad. But like after like the third, fourth night, things start to get a little. I don't know. It just starts to hit me like really bad.
For sure. Oh yeah, man. After essentially napping for a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not good. Not good.
All right. Well, let's get this rolling. So then, you can then continue to rest there. Let me get my little things going on here. Oh, let's bring Craig in before I forget.
Now recording.
Pull up a chair in the Marvel Champions Lounge and join your host, Moose and GhostDog.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me here on this Sunday morning, afternoon, Monday, wherever you're at. But so I don't have actually GhostDog with me today because if you guys are listening to the show or follow any GhostDog or whatever, he's actually on vacation right now. Not actually 100% if he's vlogging it. I actually went to go look that up right now. I know he said he was gonna, but I actually hadn't checked on if he did. But in his place, we have SuprGaming. So what's going on, SuprGaming, man? How are you? Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate it.
I'm tired. I'm good. How's everyone doing?
Fair enough, man. That's awesome. Yeah, well, no, I do appreciate it. But yeah, we were talking about it before we came on here. You're tired. You were saying because you're on like the third shift and it's not normal for you, so.
That's why I can't stream anymore right now. It's
okay.
It's affecting the. I miss streaming. I do. I miss it.
For sure. So how long has it been since you haven't streamed?
A
couple weeks,
not this like Friday. Last Friday.
Okay.
And that was my first stream.
Okay.
Of like, that was like the first. Basically, within like 2 to 3 weeks, I've only streamed like 1 or 2 times.
Okay. That's because of this third shift?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, have you like while you're, I guess, not streaming, are you coming up with ideas, or are you still that was actually one of the things I did want to ask you. Are you still like kind of in a group where you're not doing like AQ and Alliance War and stuff, kind of casual, I guess?
Oh, they're doing AQ and War. They actually switched it for some odd reason to like 2 battle groups, so it's kind of like, it's actually good because like some days I just, it doesn't even cross my mind to even like log in to like do anything.
For sure.
So it's good. Sense. Like they're on top of it. So I told them, I'm like, hey, I think I'm gonna leave like after this season and kind of take a season off just to get everything. Just get the, I don't know. It's just, I'm not enjoying Alliance War.
Yeah.
As much as I thought I would. I thought I was gonna really enjoy it, and I don't know. It's just because like when your other teammates don't push, or like it's like you start using items for whatever path, and then there's like somebody else that like dies and they don't want to use any items or anything. It just kind of like, I don't know. It just like, at least can we like at least finish this? If some people are using items, some people are not, then it just like, I don't know. I don't like it.
No, for sure. That makes sense. I mean,
I'd rather just people like help finish the path.
For sure. Yeah, no, we actually were kind of doing, like, having that discussion the past few days because our alliance, we do optional wars as well. And, there are people who do, push or use items to finish the path or to take down a mini boss or something like that. And then there are others who do sometimes just kind of leave a champ hanging or something like that and don't finish it off. And, it's frustrating, and I completely understand the frustration, and I also understand leaving the champ and not using items or resources, but, I mean, I would probably rather err on the side of using my resources, just because I guess team player at heart, I suppose. And isn't that kind of why you're in Alliance? I guess if you're going to do something, you might as well do it, finish it, stuff like that. So yeah, no, I totally understand that, man. And I mean, I even understand taking a break. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I was wondering. I don't even think people in my alliance listen to this podcast, but I'm pretty much like I got to work my way out because I'm over it, dude. This is like one of the things I kind of wanted to touch on, and I even think what you were saying, how you want to take a break and just you're not enjoying Alliance War or whatever. I was going to step back and kind of take a break because I don't know. Honestly, there's so much to do in the game. And really kind of how they have it now, for sure.
We are flooded with content right now. Like I was actually looking at it today. I'm like, there's so much I have to do. And when I got champs locked up in like Alliance Quest, when I got champs locked up in Alliance War, it's like I can't really do much. Like,
yeah,
everyone's just kind of like locked up, and I'm like, I want to do this, like, you know, the whole new Cavalier difficulty. So it's like I want to do that, and you know, some of those paths you need certain champs. So it's like,
exactly.
well, I'm using those champs in AQ or whatever Alliance War. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's messing me up.
For sure. And like, I mean, I feel like Alliance War isn't as fun. It's the same thing. This new content, I don't appreciate the rewards. I think they are very lacking. They're kind of the same old regime, I guess, if you will, that was before the roadmap, and then they did the roadmap, so they all were like, oh, we're gonna do better, we're gonna do this, and they haven't really seemed to do better. But regardless, there is still like a lot of new content out there. And one of the things, you know, I'm lead, you know, I lead 2 alliances, 3 alliances, I don't know, too many to be honest with you.
That's a lot.
It really is. And at different levels too. So I mean, one's pretty casual, one's actually 4 actually. One's really casual. Honestly, I rarely log in. Another one is, you know, kind of lower level, not lower level, but you know, just like kind of establishing accounts and stuff like that. And then another one is kind of mid. So like I'm catching all of it, and honestly, it just seems like a war and quest really are outdated, and just I don't know. I mean, I guess you're still getting the rewards and stuff, but they're just not as, you know, like you want to tackle the new content, right? But you know, like you're saying, the champs are locked up, and it makes it tough to do that. And I know a lot of people, I know I've been talking about it a long time, is they should not, you know, they should allow us, they should unlock the champs, honestly. I don't think they should be locked anymore.
Because they talk about a better quality of life. That is would definitely be one of them right there.
For sure.
Like to be able to just use those champs. Like I understand like what they were trying to do, but I don't know. I feel like at this point they could definitely let us use those champs.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like when they first kind of, I mean, I remember them introducing Alliance War, so it was interesting. It was crazy, and there really wasn't a lot to do. So you really, you were kind of, I don't know, you were able to work on other stuff with your other champs because there really wasn't a ton to do, and in the 3 days or whatever that you didn't have something to, whatever, you were able to finish the content. But now there is so much content, and the content is so champ specific. Like this new Cavalier difficulty is really frustrating to me at the end of the day. How champ specific it is, how there's not like an easy path, not easy path, but not like a super noted path or a noted path. You know, I could see like maybe a global one. I mean, is there? I guess there is just kind of a global one, but I don't know. It's frustrating not having at least how they moved completion rewards as well. Have you seen that? I mean, I know it's only been like 4 or 5 days since the update, and you've been working a lot, but have you noticed or seen that the updates and to the rewards have changed?
Yeah. I don't. I don't even like want to do it now.
No, exactly, right? It's frustrating. Like it's really frustrating, especially for growing accounts when you want to practice and get to that next level. At least not fighting them noted or having those links on them or those certain things, you were able to practice and kind of work on it, and you were still getting rewarded decently for doing that. And so yeah. Now it's pretty frustrating.
I mean, it looks like though, like when you actually like do the, I don't know, the initial completion of a boss. I don't know. I don't know if those are just those seem okay, but yeah, like the whole exploration compared to initial completion, whatever. It's I don't know. Like I feel like they're afraid to give us too much. Like they don't want to give us a bunch of 6 starts and T5 basics and stuff.
It's like they're not. It's not like they're breaking anything. They're adding it here, and then even if you have somebody who buys things or saves units, you have these unit deals. It's essentially the same. I don't know. It's essentially the same thing. Like it's evening out. You're not breaking anything. If anything, you're breaking people's spirits, not the game. Like,
what do they keep on saying? We don't want to break the game economy.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, right?
I don't know what I feel like just stuff that they're pulling out. Just they don't know really. Like if you really look at some of the stuff, like it's. I don't like one thing that I'm so mad about still, and like people always ask like why you get so upset about it, like the units for the initial completion and the exploration, for even uncollected too. Like I was like, people are like, well, are they gonna throw them in Cavalier? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I guarantee you they're not, because uncollected doesn't have them, so Cavalier's not. And they're like, well, it's only like whatever 20, 25 units. I'm like, but yeah, but if you're like a free to play player, I'm like that kind of like helps your account. Like just 100%. Grow and you're looking forward to that. So that's like, because like if you still look, people will still do like the heroic and the lower ones just to get the units on initial completion.
Yeah,
like at the end of the month when they're just using up energy, they're trying to get as many units as they can for the next month.
For sure. And I mean, that's a solid point. I didn't even think about that, because when you are getting those, I know, like if you are that growing account, or even say, you're just, even if you want to just, you have a free afternoon or something, those 25 units that you got completing it gave you enough for like another energy for you to continue on with that. So at the end of the day, you're putting it right back into it just to continue it a little bit further. So, yeah, I mean, it's frustrating how it seems to be what I've been preaching like the last month or so, is they just take one step forward and then 2 steps back. And, I keep saying, like, I hope that this is just like a fluke in like kind of, their growing process or growing pains. It doesn't seem like it, honestly. It just seems like it's the same old. And honestly, it's making it very difficult for leaders and officers to run solid, like alliances where, like, so map 6, you need 10 people at the lot. You just need 10 people, like, and you need 10 people to show up every day. And if you don't have one person show up, it really messes a lot of things up. And when one person messes up, then one person, and it's like this whole thing, and it just makes it super difficult for, like, yeah, you're getting these rewards and they are good, but it's, I don't know, is it stressful in the process? Yes, it is. And I think it's burning a lot of people out. And then to add on top of that, in the couple days that you have off, you can't, like, you're not really getting like those quick little rewards or whatever that you have because your champs are locked. So I don't know. I mean, there's definitely some tweaking that I think needs to be involved.
And if you have all the champs that are locked up with your defense, attack for AW and AQ, I mean, what, like 11 champs, like that's a lot of champs right there to be locked up.
That would be like all of my rank 5s if I was doing it all like, progress or like competitively. So I don't know. But I mean, I don't know. Hopefully they're working on it. I mean, changes are still coming and all that stuff. So
I do like for the node, like the global nodes, whatever, for each part of the Cavalier. I do like how, like, if how it's like it was more based like for like mutant champ. One part was like for mutants, one part was science.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
I did like that because like I felt like it made you like think a little differently, bringing certain types of chance. I did like that, but the only thing like that is it's really limited to people on certain stuff. Like you really need certain champion, this and that, but then like some people will be like, well, at that point, some people are not all meant to do whatever this Cavalier difficulty, and I get that, I understand that, but like,
why are you shutting it out to everybody, right? Like,
yeah, like when you actually get Cavalier difficulty, it's by completing 6.1, and like I don't know. I felt like this has just been Cavalier difficulty should have been a long time ago.
Yeah, obviously.
And like where it's at now, I still feel like I don't know. I feel like it was more towards that 1% end game players
for sure.
Right now.
Exactly.
I don't know. I hope they switch a couple things. Not too much. They need to do something with rewards though, because it doesn't feel for what you have to actually with it. I don't think people are gonna like it.
I think we had the discussion last week with GhostDog and we were talking about like how many 6-stars you're probably gonna get, and he was on the side of you're probably gonna get a whole one after finishing Uncollected and Cavalier. No, that's not the case. I think you're shy. I think you're just shy of like 8,000 if you do, which is frustrating. Like you should. I think the game has gotten to the point to where 6-stars are in the game. They are, and they are gonna continue to be in the game. And like the thing that frustrates me when they talk about game economy is you have. So I think I was doing something in Act 6, like Chapter 4 or something. And I didn't. I put a team of all rank 5s, and the recommended team was like however many thousand, and my team didn't make it. Like my team wasn't enough for the recommended one. So how can I be using your recommend? Like how can I hit your recommended when I really there's nothing better for there to do other than rank 3 6-stars? Yet you're not going to give out 6-star like 6-star shards. You're going to be stingy with them. Yet they're not in the game. Yet they are in the game. Yet you're giving out 5-star shards like they're candy these days for Cavalier players. So
I think that's what the problem is. Like now people have the rank 3 6-stars. And it's like I don't even think I hit one recommend, like for whatever recommended number was for the Cavalier. I don't even think I hit one of them from like Chapter 1 to Chapter 2 to Chapter 3. And like I went back and looked at 6.1 and put a 5-star roster, like my rank 5s in there. And obviously I did that. And even for 6.2, I have basically the recommended. It was just, I don't know. Like I feel like they're just, it's upped a little bit too much for just the Cavalier difficulty, in my opinion.
No, exactly. I think they say one thing and do another. Like I thought all of these, like Herald difficulties and things like that were supposed to prepare us for this. It did not at all prepare us for this. It was like not at all. It was maybe got us ready for the first chapter and not even. Like you were saying, I do like how they had the cosmic and or like science with diss track. So obviously there's only a couple champs you can have to use there. I think one of those is a cool idea, not both. Because then like you're saying, you're really narrowing it down to one champ. And
like for the diss track one, it was like for me I'm fine because I got Beardo, I've got Void, I've got Torch, so I'm fine with that. I was fine for like most of them. I think the mutant one I had a little trouble with, but I didn't really. I think maybe I didn't understand it at first. I can't remember. I've only done like 2 run throughs against Apocalypse, and he's rough. He's so rough.
No, for sure. I did I ran through Uncollected. We were having that discussion earlier today in one of the alliances about how he's probably going to be a pain in the Alliance War just because of how long his specials are and all that stuff, and just pretty much how much of the map he's going to take up. Like it's going to be super hard to get away from him, right?
Oh yeah, like even like fighting both of them, both Apocalypse and Professor X, like those tier 2, tier 1 wars, I can only imagine those are going to be a pain. Ugh. Just by like with the falter for Professor X.
For sure.
Like I don't know, you put him on like on a stun immune or something, like that's going to be kind of tricky. In Apocalypse, those specials are so long. You're going to have to get the timing down. I don't even know at this point. I haven't watched any videos on it. I don't even know if people are like evading those specials. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I can't figure it out as of right now.
Fair enough. I mean, I got close to one of them. I can't remember if it's the first one or the second one. I got close to one of them because I did 100% of the Uncollected. So like I fought him 6-7 times or something like that. So I kind of was starting to get it towards the end. So I think it's doable, but for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
SP2,
it's gonna be tough.
SP2, I would say, yeah, is doable. You got to get the,
for sure.
what the blast part. There's like 3 or 4 blast thingies, and then I always laugh at that one because then he comes in at the end with the drop kick.
Right.
I'm like, what's with the? Why do all that and then you end it with the drop kick?
For sure.
He's a bit. This is not wrestling or anything. It just reminds me of the champion for some odd reason.
No, totally. That's awesome.
The drop kick? Really? You're gonna do all that? There's a drop kick at the end.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I don't know. It was funny to me. I don't know. To me, he also, I don't know. He looks cheesy in a way. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe expecting more because he's been in the game for so long. So I thought that there was a lot of hype or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they're
but yeah,
both fun to play
for sure. Obviously,
I played them with the CCP, and they're like I thought they were gonna be opposite. I thought I don't know. I thought Apocalypse was going to be a little different, but I actually like Professor X a lot more. Just the way his play style is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I really like him a lot playing with him. The Apocalypse, I only used him a couple times. I haven't gotten him down, but he I don't know. They both going to seem like a pain.
Oh, that's right, because you're in the CCP. That's right.
Yeah, I can't get. It's so hard for me to even work on videos.
No, you're fine. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I was just thinking, instead of evading Apocalypse specials, you could do what Katie Candy did, right, and just kind of sit in the corner and he'll just shoot over you. Did you see that one?
Oh yeah, I seen that. I didn't know that. But it's scary being in that corner, though. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah. I think I tried it. I don't know if I had
scary.
it. Yeah, no, for sure. I thought that was pretty
I've been noticing that about certain champions' attacks. Like, if you also look at like Warlock, like when he does his SP1, like the way his gun is like if you're like right in his face, it's like shooting. It's like you're in the middle of like the gun and him.
Oh, okay.
And it's just it's weird how some of the interactions are now with some of these champions and how they have them.
Right. Well, it was last month, Dragon Man. If you were in the corner and he was blocking or something, or if you were blocking and you were in the corner, you were hiding the champ, right? So I think somebody pointed that out. I think it might have been Cam, maybe. From if you're blocking in the corner, he was completely. You couldn't see what Winter Soldier was doing.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, no. Professor X. I thought that was the thing that happens pre-fight. That's like a first. Nothing. I don't know.
That's
if
awesome.
That's ever happened.
Right? I like
that's pretty
that.
cool, right?
It's like something a little different. Like when I remember the first time I fought him, I was like, "Whoa, what is this? This is cool.
Right?
Is something about to happen?" I do like it.
Is that so? I actually meant to look at it, but got a little busy. But is that just to him, or that's not like his pre-fight ability? Like maybe because doesn't he have a pre-fight ability that you can use, or is he just has synergies that you can use for champs? I think it's just synergies.
Hold on, I can check.
I was gonna say I have his thing pulled up here too. I'm pretty sure it's just synergies, but yeah, no. I mean, either way, that whole blue thing was pretty cool. I think Nick, he was streaming when it first happened. I literally like watched a video 2 seconds, like Seaton doing it, and he showed it. So when Nick was doing it and it happened, I was like, oh yeah, man, like. It's still like I also wasn't paying attention, so the first time I played it was when I saw it. It was funny.
Yeah, I love his animations.
For sure, absolutely, it was funny. I got I got my hands on like the models from the game, and it was curious because when I was looking at him, there was one that just had like 5 hands, and I was like, what the hell? Why does he have just like 5 hands? Like that's weird. And then he's got angel wings too. Like what is going on, man? This champ is crazy.
Oh, I think it's like basically him mimicking the X-Men's powers.
Cerebro.
Like
yeah,
it's like Archangel's wings. He's got Psylocke's sword.
Okay.
Iceman. I think he's doing something with Iceman. Cyclops is the one beam at the end. So I think there's a couple that I think it's all based off like the X-Men's like moves and stuff.
That makes a lot of sense. That
I
makes
could
a
be
ton
wrong.
of sense. I mean,
When I
but it
first
makes
saw
more sense to me. It's logical.
when I saw the thing, I was like, "What is this?" I kind of looked
Yeah.
more into it.
Nice. Yeah, no, he I think he definitely he seems to be probably the more desirable one. I don't know. To me, maybe he is. Maybe that's just the way I'm seeing it, and I'm like projecting my thoughts out there. Because I don't know, his synergies look pretty awesome. But I mean, I guess APOCs look pretty awesome too.
See, I don't like big XL champions like
Okay.
Apocalypse.
Just don't like
I
using
like
them.
that more like medium kind of like size champions, or maybe like a little large, like I don't know, like Hyperion size champs. The extra large champs, those like the big ones. I don't know. I'm just not a big. Most of them, I'm not a big fan of. I don't like the way they move. It just seems. I don't know. It's something I've never really liked the XL champs.
Fair enough. That makes sense because I think I enjoy using them. So like it was, I think I brought Sentinel against APOC, one of them, and it was fun because they were both huge, so there was a lot of screen going on. But yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I know I'm not really probably a fan of using the tiny ones because I don't know, there's just so much space. And like
I like
you have
the
to be
tiny
close,
ones too.
I think. I don't know.
I do like
we'll just let that one go.
I could say something on that one now.
No, all right. So I was just looking over my the which.
How do you like the side quest?
So that's what I was just going to get into. So the pirate one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I thought it was, I thought it was. I think it's great. I think the rewards are great. I think it's pretty easy. I've said it on the radio show and stuff. I'm not a fan of like the kind of every day having the objective to get the key to this, that, and the other thing. I think it's a little work, but that's just me. Again, I think coming from my perspective where I have a lot to do already in the game leading an alliance. So having to do something extra each day is just annoying. However, I do and can see it from somebody who's like more of, maybe on like a casual side where, it's getting you into the game and it gives you a little something to do. And, so I like it, and I think the rewards are cool. I do like, even though after the whole little bug thing, I do like that you can now see the rewards.
Yeah. That is good. See,
But
I didn't know anything about the bug at
Okay.
first. I was like, I was sleeping. I woke up to get the update and everything. It was like 7-8 o'clock at night when I woke up.
Okay.
Go on and like I'm like, okay, where's my side quest? And then like I just didn't even think anything of it. I'm like, I was getting my days mixed up, maybe, I don't know. And then like the next day it was like, I'm like, wait a minute, where's the side quest? And then that's when everyone started telling me. And then some of the stuff I heard people get where it's just insane. Like people were just going through it over and over and over.
Right. I mean, I think I was hearing there was some people who got like 8 to 10 awakening gems. Let's see what was it? There was what were the other crazy things on there? I don't really know what else was crazy other than those awakening gems. But yeah, no, I mean, people running it a lot of times.
Was it a 6-star awakening gem too?
No, I don't think
Someone
so.
was telling me something about a 6-star. I don't know, maybe it was a rank up 6-star or something. Something about a 6-star.
I mean, you could have.
I don't know what it was.
Because there was 1,000. There was like 1,000. There's like 1,000 there. So I mean, maybe. Oh yeah, it was units. That was the other thing that was crazy. I thought it was the units. Thanks, Marcus. So you got 4K units and platinum pool crystals, so people were getting like the platinum pool chances and all that stuff. I mean, 4,000 units. That's insane, dude. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I would say he'd get banned too, but that's crazy
he got
that they
for 168 hours. And you can't get. I mean, I don't know how people feel about that. Because it is technically Kabam's fault. But they have like so many of the rules, like where if it's a bug, whatever. Don't like I don't know. When I see a bug, I usually don't like exploit it, whatever, and go over it because I know how the company is, and they'll do it because they have everything in their rules. Even though it's their fault, you still
for sure. I mean, that's one of the things that that's one of the things like the crazy thing to me is that person's getting like the same ban as somebody who ran it like 4 times and just got like a bunch of gold or something like that. You know, so I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's in the rules. Like I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say that it's wrong for them to do that because again, it is in their rules, and you know, you shouldn't be exploiting it. I understand that. However, for how many times they have bugs that exploit our resources and our things that take 6 months to get to and things like that. You know, there's rarely any compensation, and if it is, it's never the same or it's never comparable. So I don't know. I feel like the punishment was harsh rather than just taking the things away. However, there's probably just a lot of work that goes involved in that. So, I mean, I get it. I understand everything. My only thing was, I think for all of their past indiscretions, all of the punishments they were dealing out now are a bit over the top. Now, I could probably say that this is probably how they're going to do things moving forward. But I don't know. I like I said, I don't mind it. It is what it is. It's in the rules. I understand it. It's just frustrating how they deal with it when you know, it's a bug that helps them as opposed to a bug that doesn't help them. So
yeah, because like usually our compensation is nothing like
at all.
Really, like some people get like really excited about some of the compensation, but if you add up like everything for the past whatever months that we're adding up, you know, like
Exactly.
I think like the last one or something, we got some revives, some, you know, some potions, and it's like when you actually go by what you actually spent, it's a lot more than probably some of what a lot of people spent. Like you're not really getting back what you put into it.
The one that comes to mind to me was whatever, like the Abyss. Was it like Captain Marvel movie? Wasn't that like pretty terrible fight, right? And compensation for it was pretty garbage. That's just what comes to mind.
With that fight. I didn't have a problem with that fight, but I watched other people's videos like leading up to it, so I was freaked out. Like I only ended up dying like 4 times during that fight, so it wasn't that bad. I was seeing people throwing like 20 revives at Captain Marvel, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot. That is a lot. I'm kind of nervous here.
Yeah. How many paths have you done on the Abyss so far?
3.
Okay, nice.
I was trying to get my 4th one, but with all this new content out, I don't have time to sit there and farm and do things.
No, that makes sense. Especially with the job schedule and everything. And if you're not streaming, you're not like, farming and stuff like that. So that makes sense. Speaking of the new content, did you do Blood and Venom, the variant 5?
Yeah, I 100%. Yeah, I already 100% it.
Oh, okay, nice. How did you like that? Did you have fun with that?
I loved it. I love variants. Variants are my favorite content. I wish they would like put out more variants. Like it's just I love doing them. They're fun to go through. You know, sometimes they're a little like some paths are a little challenging, whatever. But still, I think overall they're fun because of the way that they do them. Like with the whole like you have to have like certain chapter 2 is the Mystics. Like then chapter 3 is the symbiotes. Like my last path I finally one shot the Venom boss. It was like my last path.
Nice.
I don't normally get the rewards I want, but I still have fun playing that content.
Fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah, those rewards were pretty good on the initial path. I think that's also maybe where the confusion lies. You know, like the variant completion rewards were awesome compared to like where they just took away completion rewards for Alliance Quest or for Event Quest. So
yeah,
that's crazy to me. It just kind of put those two together.
And it's not like it's what is it?
It's not
2 parts in each chapter, so it's not like it was very hard to get that initial completion.
No,
compared to I feel like this month, like I feel like if you take that monthly or that variant 5 and you throw it next to this like initial, it's I don't know. Like I in some parts maybe I feel like the Cavalier is more difficult than the variant.
Oh, for sure, especially I think it is. I mean, I did not really have much of a problem running through the initial clear of the variant, and I just get too frustrated with the new Cavalier difficulty. Also, I'm not like super focused right now, so I'm trying to do too many things right now. As far as playing goes,
yeah, you have to be really focused. Yeah,
exactly.
Like
it's pretty tough for what it is.
What is the side? What is it? One of the dailies that you have to do or whatever? Like you have to have a team of 4 stars.
Yeah.
Bringing a team of 4 stars to defeat the boss in what is it, chapter 1, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not even trying that.
No,
I don't have
haven't.
the time to sit there and do it with 4 stars and be that focused. I do not
exactly.
have the time.
No, I don't have that either. And dude, there was somebody on Twitter who was like, "Oh, how's everybody enjoying this? Cavalier difficulty. Oh, I really enjoyed it. I get to bring out my 4 stars." And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, I get to use blah blah blah." I'm like, I must suck at this game because I'm having trouble, and I have you might tell I have like a great roster. I have pretty much a rank 5 for everything, and yet I'm still having a tough time with it. So I must suck at this game if these people are clearly just easily doing that objective.
Well, I think a lot of people use like Quake. They'll just bring their force Quake and stuff, and that's how I honestly get around a lot of stuff is Quake. It's just Quake. But some people are like I have seen like some people like get the timing down so quick on stuff.
For sure.
And it's just like some people are very. I'm not so patient. Like once I start like, I don't know. I'm just not that patient of a person with the 4 stars.
For sure.
And like the block and like even like block damage just starts adding up. I'm not the best at intercepting. I can do it, but it's not like some people just. It's natural to them.
Yeah, no, same. I'm definitely not that good, so I don't even plan on attempting it. I mean, maybe I'll attempt it if I like finish it and I have nothing really to do at the end of the month, but I'm probably just gonna wait for some solid guides to come out and then check those out because you have to be focused. I'm just not super focused at it at the moment.
I mean, if you really look at it, for the 100% of the difficulty, it's nothing that great. So
exactly,
I'd rather focus more on the side quest.
For sure,
you get more in the side quest within 2 paths. Because one path has 1,000 6-star shards and 7,500 5-star shards, and I think there's 2 of those.
Yeah.
So right there, you're getting more than what you're basically getting shard wise in the Cavalier part.
Exactly. For sure. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna like stress over doing the Cavalier difficulty because I mean like other than. I don't know, like there's like I'm looking at it right now, there's nothing really that's like drawing me into it that I would rather do when I could work on Act 6 and get tier 5 basics and other things like that. So
I'm still gonna try it. I'm still gonna knock it. I'm still gonna do paths here and there, but I don't know how I don't know.
Exactly. Like I'll go in, and if I don't have my champ, or if my champ's locked up somewhere else, that would probably be best for that path. Like I'd do it. And if at the end of the month, if it's not 100%, like I'll be okay. I'm not stressing about it because again, like you were saying, there's so much other content out there, and for how much effort needs to go into that, I'm not down for it. Plus, I still got to recruit, and that's annoying too.
That's a job in itself.
Yeah, and I'm doing it for 3 alliances.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Nope. I cannot. I tried one time. I was an officer and I got put in charge of it, and after like a week I was like, this is too much. This is way too much, man.
Yeah. For sure. I mean like honestly, out of one of 10, probably out of one of the 10 people that I talk to are awesome. Bring them in. Have at it, but like there's a lot of folks out there that think they're special and they're not.
Yeah. I've had to deal with them too.
Yeah, for sure.
They just assume they need to get in.
Yeah.
Like they have this resume of whatever.
Yeah. You're just like everybody else. Talk to 16 of you. But yeah, so I'm glad they kind of got rid of that whole the side quest, the pirate event, like not knowing what you're getting, because it just like Kat Murdoch, she puts in a lot of work for that kind of stuff, but just MCOC Infobot, just all those guys. It's just so much work, I think, for those guys and Turkos and stuff. For them to just put those out every day.
You couldn't see the rewards?
No. So they were like locked, they were vanished, and you kind of had to like, they were going to be the same for everybody. Like they are now, I think, pretty sure they're the same as everybody. But like, so if you ran a path, Kat made like a little survey and she was like, hey, all right, which path you run, which champ was it, what'd you get? And then she made a little map. So, if I went there, I'd know I was getting that at the end of the day.
Oh,
but
okay.
It just seems like it's just so much hassle for everybody. I get the whole community involvement and stuff like that. There's plenty of other things that are involving the community. They don't need something daily every day to do at 10 o'clock, just to make sure that gets in there. And I know people do it, and it's awesome that they do it. And those people are amazing. I love them. I hope that, their bills are getting paid by this stuff because they definitely deserve it.
Yeah, some of them do put in a lot of work.
For sure. But yeah, so I'm definitely glad that we can see the rewards now. And honestly, the rewards do look pretty good for some of the fights can be kind of challenging. But as long as you're just kind of paying attention, they're fairly straightforward and pretty simple. So, not bad.
The side quest isn't bad.
No, I'm enjoying
side quest isn't bad. There's for fighting wise, it's pretty straightforward. I like it.
For sure.
There's no hassle you have to go through.
Yeah. The other thing that came this past week that kind of wanted to get into was one of the other people were saying it's straightforward, but I was a little frustrated because when it dropped on Monday, the boss rush, right, the boss rush Omega, when it dropped, the rewards were essentially half of what they were of what they should have been. So I mean, honestly, it was offensive. So I mean, I thought that's what it was. I put a tweeter. I was like, is this offensive to anybody else or whatever, or am I just taking crazy pills? It seemed like everybody agreed, but they were bugged and they got changed, so everything like that. So the Omega boss rush, the 31 fights, you'll get the 2 tier 5 basics, and the tier 2 alphas. You get 2 of those. The 10% class collector, and then a 10% random one, right? Have you done that one yet?
Yeah, I actually did it. I did it Thursday or Friday.
Okay. How'd you think of it?
I wasn't really focused as much as I should have because I was with my kids and stuff. So as I'm trying to watch them, I'm doing fights. So I'm as I'm looking over at them, I'm getting hit in the face. So it really, I don't know. I did fine. I think I used a deep revive, maybe another revive or 2. I was I could have restarted it and just probably, I don't know. I could have eventually just probably got time to myself and sat down and really focused on it. Yeah. But I just wanted to get it done because I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I have time to actually do it. But I don't know.
So you get it, you do it. Yeah,
I master one too.
Okay, yeah, no, I started doing it, and I don't know, I just got frustrated, like you're saying, I wasn't too focused, and it just, I don't know, the first couple fights were annoying, so I just stopped and put it away and started doing something else. But yeah, no, I did the, was it Master? Yeah, the one right below it, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I look forward to having it, and plus every time I want to or sit down to focus on it, my team's tied up somewhere else, so. Frustrating.
See, the problem that I'm having right now is I have T2 alphas in over T5 basics and overflow.
Okay.
But I don't have a lot of T2 alphas.
Oh.
So it's I don't know. I feel in ways we're getting not as much they're giving a lot of T5 basics. But the T5 alpha or the T2 alphas are not. I don't know. I feel we're not getting as much as we should somewhere. I don't know if they want us to get us more in AQ, if that's the main part to get more T2 alphas.
I was gonna say, what what AQ do you do? Do you do, or are you just?
We do both 6 and 5. It just depends whatever.
Yeah,
they're
I mean
doing.
maybe because Glory. I mean, I don't know. They're pretty cheap in Glory, and you can get pretty much one a week, I guess. We get one a week, I guess, from. Was 1,500 glory or something like that. But I mean, yeah, I guess that's still not really enough when you need 4 or 5 or 6 to rank 5 or rank 2 a champ.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I guess I haven't run into that. Honestly, I don't really have many champs to rank at the moment, so
It was just weird seeing how
That
many
makes
T5
sense.
basics that I have. It was just
no,
like I
that
have
is interesting.
more tier 5 basics in overflow than I do tier 2 alpha. It's just kind of
That is
weird.
crazy. That is crazy. I wish I had that problem. Although you probably, well, I mean, you just got 2, and then if you did that, you probably, yeah, no, I mean that's still kind of weird. Yeah, I mean, especially because you should be getting tier 2 alphas like.
Yeah, I actually
Quite a
have.
few, yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. I have 4 T5 basics in overflow and 3 tier 2 alphas.
Huh.
It's so weird.
That's
I
crazy.
don't know what I don't know if maybe I messed up at one of my rank ups or something. I don't know.
All right, well. So what else do we have going on here? What else is my news here? I was just checking all my notes. 7 stars. You were waiting for 7 stars to come soon? Somebody in our chat was saying they hope 7 stars come soon. They haven't even given us enough 6 stars. How are we supposed to be waiting on 7 stars now? And then you're going to hold... Nah, that sounds frustrating.
I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
Really? Do you think it is? I mean, what, like maybe
so.
a year from 2? I don't know.
It's eventually going to happen.
I mean... I you know, by the tone in your voice and being in the CCP, okay. I won't, you know, divulge.
No, they haven't said anything. I'll say they haven't said anything about that. But I think eventually, because nobody said 6 stars at the time when 5 stars were the thing, we didn't have a rank 5 star.
True.
Everybody was like, no, we'll never get 6 stars, whatever. And then before we even had rank 5 material stuff, they came out and said we're bringing out 6 stars. So I feel like once the 6 stars get up to at least like rank 4, you know, that's if the game is still going on at that point. Let's just say, I feel like it's going to get to that.
I was going to say my point is, I don't disagree with you. I think by the time Dragoon, he's thinking about a year and a half. Yeah, I think about a year and a half, 2 years. I think Kabam. I think they're going to mess it up before then. Honestly, I mean, because. I hope they don't. I'm having a real good time doing the podcast. I'm having a real good time all the streamers, all that stuff. Like I'm having a good time. I hope it's still around. I honestly probably 2 years ago was like, they probably said the same thing, and here we are. But
when did the 6 stars come out? Do you remember?
No.
Like when did they? I'm trying to think like what content was out at that time.
You like know, as far as like variants or like acts?
Yeah, more act. Like was 6.1 out at the time when they announced?
I have no idea.
I cannot remember, but I think once you get to like let's say like I feel like once we start getting like and obviously this is like a year and a half probably from now. It depends when they're gonna bring up the content and stuff. Because like I know like we had like chapter 7 coming, and then we got they got all the feedback and took it back, and now they're gonna redo it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like once like that starts getting up to like, you know, book 2, whatever, chapter 7, and we get to like 7.2, 7.3, I feel like that's when possibly it could happen.
Fair enough. Yeah, I could see that. So yeah, I did a search real quick, and 6-star release was like January 2018. That's when this post was.
Oh wow!
And it was also when they released the uncollected difficulty as well. It's been 2 years.
It's been that long? Wow.
And
doesn't seem like it.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I think also in the 2 years they've added like how many variants. You know, like also at that point in time, I don't know if they were I don't know if they were really at that point in time and gotten into it where there's essentially 2 champs a month. I know that kind of took them a while to get into it. Maybe not that long, but
I think some months we got 3 champs.
Some months there was 3, yeah. Yeah, I mean maybe I'm
which I thought was too much.
The game for too long.
I like the 2 because hopefully they could kind of like focus more on them, but they still somehow mess up something.
Right. I mean, I think that's also they always, you know, make these. that was them getting into the content where, you know, you needed the specific champs, and hopefully they're getting away from that, but it also doesn't look like they're getting away from it based on the Cavalier difficulty they just released. So I digress. But yeah, no, I mean, that's it's frustrating. They just, you know, like I said, you know, one step forward and two steps back. But also, oh yeah, so that's ending. What, tomorrow is the Summoner Showdown. That's the other kind of content that's out there right now. It was what, Captain Marvel movie this week? Did you do the showdown at all for Moo00se or Captain Marvel movie?
No, I'm
No.
not taking up 4 stars. That I'm just not doing it.
So
I don't like the way the setup is.
I mean,
no, I have them. I'm just a very stingy person, and I'm like,
gotcha.
I don't really use my 4 stars. Like, I don't know, I've got like 25 of them, and it was just that week. You know, the champ that everyone was using for the top score, because that's how these go, basically.
For sure,
exactly.
exactly.
That's how it was at Comic-Con. There's always that one champ that everyone uses to get, you know, to get that best time. And that first week, I didn't have who was it? Moo00se. I didn't have her she was at rank 3. I was like, I could do it and do it and try it, but I didn't. So I was like, yeah. But this week I could have did it, but I totally forgot about it.
Fair enough.
I totally forgot about it.
So I mean, do you think you would have been able to get her down or in that time, or?
What's the time?
I don't know what the time was. It was like 8 minutes, right? Wasn't it? Something like that.
I don't know.
Honestly, I just don't
usually like at Comic-Con, usually I don't aim for the time. I just aim for the ticket to go on the spin wheel and get a prize. That's if I know like in the first 30 seconds I'm not gonna beat the score. I'm like, all right, let's just finish this fight. We can get the ticket and go on the spin wheel and get something cool.
There you go. Nice. Well, speaking of spin wheel too, that's why I'm gonna do the giveaway for these little crystals here that I got here. So doing the giveaway each show. So yeah, check that out. But yeah, spin wheel. I thought that was fun. So Comic-Con. So yeah, Gito was saying you have the Iron Man showdown. That's starting on the 14th. So next week, right? This week will be the week off, where they calculate all the scores, and we can see, you know, who's buying accounts or who has other people running their accounts. Did you see that this past week?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know any of the names or any people who are involved, and honestly, I frankly, I don't really care. I just think it's funny that it's obvious when somebody doesn't live where they're at, but they show up in a whole different country on that leaderboard. I thought that was pretty funny, right?
Yeah, I feel like they know a lot more when people do that. It's just now, I don't know. I feel like now they have to do something because I feel like more people will speak up about it.
Right, and is it not the person who was doing that is the person who spends an absolute shit ton of money?
Yeah, it's...
So...
I don't know. I feel like they could easily stop all that in ways, but... For
sure. They make money.
I don't know. It's money. Either way, it's money for them. Yeah.
It's business. That's all it is. You know, I mean, that's... it's what it is. And you can't fault them for it. They're running a business. That's what they're trying to do. So... you could just kind of, the only thing I fault them for is their customer service and, you know, just how they manage the community pretty much. Because they don't.
Oh, yeah.
It's all pretty much managed by people who just like care and give into it. Like, I think about this all the time, and I might say it all the time, but they struck gold with the MCoC community, honestly. They would not be a thing if it was not for the community, I think. Like, it's a pretty awesome community.
I have said this many, many times. If it really wasn't for the community, I would have probably stopped playing the game. Like, if you're not really involved in the community and you're just playing the game, I don't know. It's not something they're going to play for a very long time. Once you get involved in the community and start making friends with, and just like with your alliance and then other line chats and stuff, I don't know. I feel like that right there is what there's like. You see people stop playing the game, but they stay in the line chats. They stay, I don't know. They stay talking in these chats just to I don't know, because you get close with certain people in this community.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I, yeah, I have more, I'm closer to more people online than I am, I suppose, like in real life.
Yeah,
I probably
I'm
spend too much time
probably
in this game,
talking to more people,
for sure.
on line chats than I do at my actual friends. It's crazy.
For sure. Also, I mean, when we're working and then when we're not working, we're doing this. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But cool, man. Well, I mean, I think it's that's pretty much the hour for the time. I did want to get into some other stuff. I do appreciate you hopping on as well. But yeah, no, I
Do
have
you
some
like the Magneto buffs?
Oh yeah, the Magneto bust. Yeah, we can chat about those because those went live this week. See, I do the radio show, so I kind of forget that I've already talked about it, but like other people haven't talked about it. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, the Magneto buffs. I do actually want to talk about Magneto buffs, and I was. There's people out there who think Red Mags is probably still going to get nerfed. What do you think about that?
I hope he doesn't, because
I hope he doesn't either.
I will go on oh man, because I've been saying for years, like if you've been like look at some old videos, they always have hashtag buff Magneto on them. Like I'll just put them
Okay.
randomly in the video, because like
Nice.
it bothered me so much that like in a game like this, a Marvel game, it's like you pull Magneto, you would expect he's a good champ,
Right.
and I'm not saying he has to be like this top tier champ, whatever.
It's useful.
But I just always wanted something. Yes, always wanted him something in this game, and like I just felt like he is Magneto, and I understand techs have an advantage over mutants, but I felt like he should have always been like this one champ to actually have an advantage over techs and do things differently. And I don't know. I just felt like when they released him, the game was at a different point at that time,
For sure.
but they still didn't really do much to him. It was just a very simple Magneto, and
Yeah.
like I just wanted them to buff him for many years, and I'm glad they did. And I fell in love with him when I started playing him. I could not stop using the red Magneto. And
This week.
well, when I had him.
Oh,
for the
even when you got him.
CCP.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I
Fair
was
enough.
using
That's right. I
him.
forget about that.
Yeah. I took him into Abyss. I was one-shotting champs in Abyss.
Nice.
He's and I wasn't using like a 6-star rank 3 or anything. I was just using a rank 5-star.
Nice.
So I was having a ton of fun with him. And
That's awesome.
I think he's maxed out at like 35 prowess. So they already reduced that. They reduced a couple other things. But if you actually compare him to other champions, he's not as OP as people think. Like, there's really nothing more that they need to nerf about him. Like the way that you have to play him and stuff, there's certain content where he's not going to be that great in.
For sure.
You know, if you can't build up the prowess and stuff, he's not going to be that great. I don't know. Like, I think he's fine where he's at. He doesn't need to be nerfed or taken down. They already, I think, reduced some things down, but I don't know. Compared to some other champions, I think he's fine.
Oh, I would agree. Yeah, no, I saw somebody today, or somebody posted a video where he had like a 1 mil hit in Labyrinth of Legends or something like that on Colossus. That was a 1 mil special 3, I think.
It had to be
crazy.
I mean, it can get up there, but isn't Abyss capped?
No, it wasn't Abyss. It was Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. I thought Labyrinth is capped too.
I think it is, but somebody was saying that, like, what was it, AR, what is it, or something, is doesn't, like, it like bypasses the cap.
I thought no matter what, you can't bypass it.
Let me see if I can find the video. Maybe it's just like a mod or something. People just messing around. Oh, I have way too many chats going right now. There's no way I'm going to do it. I'm in 37 groups online.
That's a lot. So I didn't really get to mess with the white one.
Okay.
As much.
I was curious. What, like, is his... the only thing I really focused on was his synergy, his pre-fight ability. I thought was pretty cool, and that's kind of, I guess, what his shiny thing is. Like, what makes him, like, desirable. But even just, I think, playing him, because he is in that side quest as one of the bosses, and he can get... You know, I mean, he built up some prowess, and I accidentally got hit by one of them, and that was it. So, how does... He doesn't obviously work the same, but he could still be pretty good, right?
Yeah, because I'm looking over his center. It's more. It seems like he's more for helping the team, your other team members out and stuff.
They did say that.
And just going over some of his stuff. Like he's got one, which is going to be crazy with Professor X, and like Professor X's synergies with. Then you throw him in there. Mutants are going to have a crazy. You're going to have a crazy mutant team.
Oh, and then like with Emma, I'm looking forward to building that team so much with a White Mags and a Professor X and Emma.
Yeah.
Oof. She's gonna just destroy things. I don't know. I've been using her a lot. She's been Emma Frost. She's been a good one.
I just got her.
Nice.
Like recently, so I haven't gotten to take her up yet.
Fair enough. Yeah, I use Emma Frost, Colossus, and Omega Red quite often. So.
The only thing I wish that they would like, I would have probably used the White Magneto more, but there's no 5-star White Magneto.
Oh,
there's only like a 6-star. So I was like, what's the point of me even really? Not that many people actually have a White Magneto. You know, like nobody's really gonna do much with. I mean, some people might do stuff with the 4-star, but it gets to a point where you're just like, you know, we're getting so many 5-star shards. I don't know why they don't put him in there.
He is. I mean, he's there now. I'm looking at him now. Maybe
they
he was
have
just
it in there now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm on the rosters. You know, he's grayed out. I don't have him, but like, you know, he's down there.
Okay, well, at least they're doing that.
So yeah, I mean, maybe he was just added this past month as a 5-star.
Kabam is disrespecting War Machine.
He definitely needs a buff. His buff is going to be, I feel like his buff is going to be good. There's so many potential buffs out there that are going to be awesome. I can't wait for him to get to them, honestly. Is there anyone that you could think of off the top of your head that you're looking forward to? I mean, I guess you were probably looking more forward to the Magneto. He seemed to be kind of one of your favorite characters.
That was my number one, was Magneto.
Okay.
Number two is I just want them to change this champion to how he's basically supposed to be. Is Miles Morales.
Okay. Well, so how is he supposed to be different?
Well, because he doesn't have his camouflage.
Okay.
He doesn't go invisible.
Oh, okay. Well, they didn't really have that mechanic in the game, however. But yeah, no, okay. So
yeah, like that's the thing. At the time, I get that, but I feel like now with all these champions now that can go invisible and stuff, I feel like they could change him a little bit. I don't know. Miles Morales has always been one of those Spider-Man that I really enjoy. I always like reading him in the comics.
Okay.
It was just different, and when he first came out, I liked him and stuff. The game was different at the time. But I feel like now he could just get a little something. And there's so many champs, honestly, that could.
Oh, absolutely.
I just work on like 2015, 2016 champions.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they just started from the beginning and just worked their way back up, I think that would be a good strategy.
At least get some champs to the current meta.
For sure.
You know, I get it. You're not going to make a ton of money off of them, but I'm sure if they went in like seeing what players use mostly, it's not really any really old champions.
No, like I mean, the buff I'm looking forward to the most is Groot, and I think even when Groot came out, did anybody really use him?
No.
I think that was when I first started playing the game, was when he first came out, but
he like came out and just that was it. Like everyone was like, "Yeah, there's just nothing to do with Groot."
Thanks.
That was
sweet.
And I felt like they did that for a while. There was just champs just coming out, and like there was just nothing to them.
No, for sure.
And they finally started like really putting some effort into changing these champs, and now it's Groot should definitely be somebody that's really Groot should be awesome.
That's what I'm saying, right? Or at least like kind of like how they have White Mags is like helping out your kind of team and stuff. He should definitely do that, but for sure his regen should be incredibly crazy. His strength is awesome. Like I mean, there's so much stuff you could do with Groot. I know there's people out there. I want to say Slayer of the Gods. I want to say he did it, but then like Jim Cassidy. There's the guys like the other Gabe. on Twitter that do these, mock up these builds, and they do some fun
those.
stuff. They're awesome. The Groot one is incredible.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Cosmic Ghost Rider's awesome. I don't know, they're super fun. Like, I really hope that they like take that advice or something when they're reworking these guys, because but yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to that. So you don't have to say much, or I don't, you should probably don't have to, but have you guys gotten to look at any of the like reworks of Falcon and Punisher 2099?
I honestly haven't even been in the chat room.
Fair enough.
For anything of that.
Makes sense. I mean, you've been busy.
Yells at me.
Yeah.
GhostDog yells at me.
For not being in there?
Yeah, he's like, Super, we have a message. There's a message. You need to check it. And
check it out.
I'm like, yeah.
All
I'm
right,
just like,
fair.
oh, okay. So if it wasn't for GhostDog, I wouldn't probably know half the things that's going on in this
Oh, that's funny.
He always messes with me with that.
That's
so
funny.
yeah, I honestly haven't had even time. Even if there is, I don't even know, because I haven't even had time to really check anything.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, you do
sound
busy.
Which ones are even happening? Isn't like Falcon?
So yeah, Falcon's getting I guess a rework or whatever, and Punisher 2099 should be coming soon. I think like one's next month, and then one will be the following month.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I just
like
was wondering.
That they're doing that.
I think it'd be cool. I mean, they definitely, I think, Punisher 2099 and Falcon. I mean, they're both not really useful now, but I think, like, they have potential if you just change a couple numbers, add a little unblockable here, a little unblockable there, or something, and I think they'll definitely be useful and viable.
Oh, that's it for a lot of champs. If you just change the numbers, that's it. People like big yellow numbers. They like damage over time. You put that onto a champion, people will love it. That's all you need.
I mean, I don't know, like, so in that like kind of instance, so the opposite of that would be Mr. Fantastic, right? You could basically put on like every debuff you could think of, but like no real big yellow numbers that I've been able to find or seen. I have a duped 6-star, so I keep trying to use him. He's just not fun. So like I get why people's always like big yellow numbers and stuff like that, but
he's a different type of champ.
For sure.
He's like I don't have him, but yeah, I don't really see too many people use him as like a main attacker or anything.
For sure.
He's kind of just like they use the his crossfight whatever ability pre-fight stuff. Like
the pre-fight stuff's awesome. For sure. While I was thinking about that big yellow numbers, I was just thinking of Guardian, man. His numbers, I have him as a rank 5-star, and he's definitely fun, and there's no yellow numbers there, so.
Yeah, that's different. Those are different.
I know. Fair enough.
Those are different. He's fun too, though. He's fun. I like,
sure.
He's fun.
For sure. Cool, man. All right, well, I mean, was there anything else that you wanted to chat about? You got those, through the red mags in there? And...
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
No, I think we guys basically got everything. I'm sure I'll remember once we end this. I'll be like, oh,
fair enough.
There was this one thing I forgot to bring up.
Awesome. All right. Well, oh gosh, I haven't done this yet. Well, I was going to share my screen so I started this last week. I'm going to do a giveaway each show, and this show we're going to do. So like last week, I'm going to put some rules up. I kind of started thinking of them and getting them and stuff like that. But last week I showed this little guy. Oh my gosh, that looks crazy on YouTube because I have the screen thing going. But it looks, if you're watching on YouTube, it looks like an X-Men crystal.
That looks sweet.
Thanks, man. Oh gosh.
Is the green screen messing it up?
No. So in order to get, well, maybe it'll work. Oh, okay, maybe it'll work. I was trying to get the screen up, the wheel, like little Wheel of Fortune thing I have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can y'all see that in the Discord? I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Oh yeah, I can actually probably drag it over there. No, I don't think I can. But anyways, so like I said, this was new. I'm still trying to add, like the first one's gonna be rough or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So I put all these names up. If you commented on the video, episode 23, if you were in the chat during the episode and said something, so I know you're there, that's how you get entered. and things like that. And the only real kind of caveat to it is you got to be in the United States so I can send it to you. Other than that, like just the cost of it would be silly. But if you do win and you're outside of the United States, I will definitely try to do something for you, you know, like a $5 Apple card or something like that. But yeah, I mean, even sending it to Canada would be like $50, and that's just silly. So, I mean, if you're outside the United States and you win and you want to help me pay for the shipping costs, absolutely. I'd be definitely down for that. But yeah, so it's this X-Men crystal. And then it is this little sticker sheet I made for the MC Lounge here. Pretty pumped on that one. That was fun.
Let me see that again. I didn't really see that. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's just a little sticker sheet. Gonna try to do a different one, you know, every couple months or something. We'll try to get your little logo on there now that you've been on a couple times and stuff. And
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, little stickers. Like if you want to sell some stickers, hit me up, man. We'll do that. Yeah, and then next month or next week. So this was a test. This is like a little blue crystal test. So I'm gonna try to do the deadly, like the Black Widow Deadly Origin crystal, where it was kind of red and then had like blackish tips. I don't really know how I'm gonna achieve that, but it should be cool. But that's next week.
Artsy on that one.
Yeah, I'm trying. But all right, so if y'all are looking at the wheel in Discord, let's, how do I give it a spin here? Click to spin. And if you chatted, all that stuff, then you should be on this wheel. And if you are the winner, hit me up. And I don't know if nobody hits me up before like Wednesday, Thursday, or something. Oh, Syndrome. He commented on this morning. He hit me up. He does some crystals and stuff too. Or some units and stuff. So congratulations, Syndrome, bro. Awesome. Way to go, man. But yeah, so I will reach out to him because I don't think he's in here. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. We'll figure out the rules. But yeah, so way to go. But yeah, so if you want to get in, we'll figure something out, man. Because I would definitely love to do something for you. You're always hanging in there and showing up, especially everybody that shows up and stuff. I definitely would love to get you something. Yeah, so next week will be this, but it'll look black and kind of red, so that should be fun. I was also thinking this one. I don't know if you guys are on there. I'll put a picture of it, but this was an X-Men crystal that I just did kind of different resin with. But anyways, that's our show. We'll just end it there, I suppose. But yeah, SuprGaming, definitely appreciate you hanging out and filling in for GhostDog here while he's on vacation, man. Maybe when your schedule changes, you can pop in again sometime. Definitely would appreciate that, man. It's always good having you on. But yeah, all right. Are you with us? Can I not hear you? Maybe? Maybe not? Alright. I think my computer could be slowing down as well. Alright. I don't think... Oh! These things disconnected, so I don't think I can hear you. That was probably the problem. You know, I heard that while I was jibber-jabbering on. But I didn't think that they actually died. Are you there? Okay. All right, there we go. Awesome. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, I think if I hear. All right. Awesome. My headphones died in the midst of me jabbering on there. So lesson learned, I guess. But thanks for hanging in with me. Sorry if I was talking over you. I apologize, everybody. My bad. But yeah, again, thanks. Definitely appreciate it, man. Again, you're definitely welcome whenever. And yeah, awesome. Do a little outro and we'll do that. But yeah, everybody enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Definitely appreciate everybody showing up, SuprGaming, and you know, all you folks that show up every week. I really appreciate it. Dragoon, Gito, that's me. Nick, you guys are always there, man. I definitely appreciate it. So have a good one, y'all. Yeah, man. Awesome.